Freaking YouTube. Hey Rob. Apparently I've been live for 4 minutes. They used that they added a button that said start streaming. And then they changed everything again. And apparently that button's gone. So yeah, there's that. Now you look for some other settings. It looks the same. Although I was making my videos for the Power Hour for the month of August. Because I do them a month at a time. And they changed that interface, which was a good change, a very good change. It was much better than the garbage they used to have. And then there's this. Or like, how do I end my stream by just? I guess I gotta go back. See, they used to have it this way where you end your stream just by ending your stream on your streamer, which is what it looks like it is. Yeah, so now I guess I can't. I kind of like the button to start and stop the stream. That was very handy. Oh well. All right, back to old school. Hey, the market's gonna open. Let's see. NIO. Holy crap. Looks like I should have bought it yesterday. Roku, Nikola, Take Two. Nikola, my wife just tracked their construction project in Arizona yesterday. So they're constructing constructive stuff of construction. Tesla, 0.75, Soxel, Match, MJ Net, Docu, AVR, Peloton. Not having a good day. Not too bad. And then Restoration Hardware. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Oh, yesterday it looked like they gave up quite a bit. That's right, Andrew. Hey, Ellie. Yeah, it's YouTube's crazy life. Just give you stuff and take it away randomly. All right, and I hope here. Take Two Interactive. Good, good, gone. Good earnings, apparently. Even though it was bad earnings. $1.21 estimated, 77 actual. Doesn't seem like good earnings to me, but they probably forward guided well. That's a joke. They do that all the time. That's why earnings is a crapshoot. Because it's not only what the company does, it's what or it's what the institutions want to do with it. That's why it's a crapshoot. Take my pain away. There you go. Tesla jumping up 2%. No, Andrew, it is not. Okay. Let's see what Tesla's got up under its sleeve. That is a pretty quick start out the gate. NIO falling down. AMD back up. I said, no, it's not a threat to Tesla. You can get it if you want to, but like I really don't know what Toyota and Volkswagen are doing, or I should say, are not doing, or haven't been doing. Peloton down a bit worse today. What's the news? No one likes stationary bicycles anymore? Nope, no news. Yeah, it could be Ellie, but that's what the CEO is supposed to do. They got caretaker CEOs. Yeah, too a lot of entrenched system. You're right though, too big to once you get, biggest in your industry, it's hard to completely change ship. I get it. That's true. Just let them scratch, right? Yeah, yeah, that's probably true, Andrew. The question is Nicola a leader? I guess that's a question to ask if you're going to do that. We actually, I do have a watch list for electrified something or other. Electric Revolution here. So you got Blink. Oh, Blink has been on a little bit of a tear. Nickel up today. NIO. I think NIO is more of a leader than Nikola. They at least have a product. Solo, which is the ugliest car in the world. So if you want to invest in that. Tesla, which is the best car in the world. If you want to invest in that. FUV. I don't even remember what this is. Lithium Motors, which doesn't even involve on this list. I only added this because I thought I knew what I was talking about. Um, how do I remove it? I can't remove it. There we go. SHLL, I forget what these guys are. They have both, Rob, which is why they're retarded. And Workhorse, which is actually looking good as of yesterday. We have earnings coming up too, 810. Lordstown Motors plans to disrupt the vehicle sector. How are you going to disrupt the electric vehicle sector? Disrupt the disrupted. That's a lot of disruption. Gotta tell you, you need a broom and a dustpan at that point. Oh yeah, Workhorse, they make the work vehicles, which I think is a good niche. I think Nikola could be good, but I don't know why they are as valued as they are. Maybe I'm not seeing something, but they don't have anything to make yet. Workhorse, I think, is like working on making stuff. Nikola's working on making stuff that makes stuff that makes stuff. So Lordstown Motors, an electric pickup. Plug Power has been around for a long time. I used to do some trading in Plug. Is Plug back? They do hydrogen, little hydrogen cars for businesses. I used to trade them back here. Wow. I guess I've been doing something lately. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'd like to announce today our brand new invention. Some of the world, something the electric vehicle industry has never seen before. Get a lot of mileage out of it. Love it. That's awesome. So I wonder if Plug's actually doing anything differently, or if they're just yeah, their Plug powers hydrogen, and they've been doing it for a long time. Back to the 2000s, it looked like year 2000. It looks like yeah, they've been around. All right, Blink Electric Charging Station Company looking like it is headed in a direction. And Nickel is still trying to turn around from people finding out that they actually don't do anything. NAO does do something, although they're turning around right now. NASDAQ 0.27 to the downside. Tesla's just chilling. Solo, world's ugliest car. I forget what FUV does. Let's go check out what FUV does. Arkimoto. Headquartered in Oregon. That's a bustling tech hotspot. Ultra efficient electric vehicles. Oh, look at these guys. Did we look at these? Deliverator. So I kind of like that word, deliberator. Anytime you destroy a word, I'm a fan. It's a deliberator. How much are these things? These would be fun to tool around town in. $20,000. Holy crap. Slap a couple doors on there, give a trunk, and you got yourself a full-blown Tesla car. 173 city miles per gallon electric. 102-mile range. It's pretty good. 75 miles an hour. I'm not going 75 miles an hour in that thing. Better have seatbelts. Do I see seatbelts? I think I do see seatbelts. Okay, so that's not too bad. Okay, I rephrase that. I need a 5-point harness in this thing. It's pretty neat though. Oh, imagine these. Ellie, Ellie, Ellie. Imagine these guys pulling up to your house. Your house is on fire. We're here to fire trucks behind us. We're fast. They're kind of slow, but we're here. We don't have a hose. We don't even have a helmet. What can we do? Sorry. Okay, I gotta make that. I gotta make that skit now. That's great. James, sub James. Mercedes Avatar electric vehicle. Let's check it out. You know what? Can I go back and block this comment? I'm gonna go back and block this comment. Talk about me having hose. I'm blocking your comment, Ellie. I'm not blocking it. What is it? The Mercedes Avatar? I'm trying to see the comment. There it is. Ooh. They're never gonna, they're never gonna make this. You know what? I'm a little blown away with concept cars. Appreciate it, Ellie. Appreciate it. They're never gonna make this. The only one that ever made a concept car was a BMW, the I series, and I am give them so much credit for actually building a concept car that was a concept car. No one's ever built a concept car. This is never getting built. The more that I learn about like the car industry, this is all just marketing. Ooh, check out this Mercedes. Makes you feel better about buying your shitty C class. One day it could turn into this, which this is okay. This is okay. I don't know why I need glowing rims. It's okay. It's not that good. But yeah, this is pretty funny. This would be good for actually for like if you have an ambulance and like a pack back here and something. That'd be pretty good to get ambulance people out there pretty quick. See, also country roads. That'd be a lot of fun on country roads till a deer jumps in front of you. Tesla doesn't advertise, Andrew. They don't do any advertisement. They're lucky in that way. Oh, you can't. We're so close in Arizona. We're so close. Ellie, you're gonna have to order it and drive it over to my drive it over to my house and drop it off. Then take a Tesla home. They don't need to. They don't need to, Andrew. Advertising is expensive. There's a lot of companies whose advertising budget is larger than their R&D budget. Hmm. Fancy seats. That's the fancy model. The puke gold stuff right there. It's pretty good. If this were 10 grand, I would love to buy it and just drive it around, you know, my little neighborhood. 10,000. I ain't paying 20,000 for it. It's not that cool. Well, if Ellie, if you really think about it, if it's about 115 out and you're driving, you got that 115-degree breeze to keep you cool. So that was a joke. It's true, but it's also a joke. What happened to space? Don't tell me something happened in space. I was kind of liking space. Oh, they figured out that they don't do anything. Wow, I'm really sarcastic this morning. Sorry about that, guys. I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll today. All right, market turned back to positive. That's good. But seriously, Spade, they don't sell anything, so I don't know what they were expecting with earnings. Enough for it to drop 11, 12%. Sarcastic Tuesday. Oh, be a 5-day week program. Actually, talk about concept cars. Did you see Virgin Galactic's new thing? I can't spell Virgin. Did you see Galactic's new concept Mach 3 vehicle? This thing's pretty dope. Although the bad thing is that this doesn't go to space. So what the hell are we talking about? Why are you expending energy on a supersonic vehicle when you're supposed to go to space? What's up, Mohammed? So, yeah. It's pretty cool looking. I do love the plane. The problem is it's meant to serve 6 to 9 people. Like really? 6 to 9? I mean, the most expensive tickets on the planet. I think the Concorde held like 20 or 30 or 40. And now we're getting out in the boonies here. But it's a really good looking, this is a beautiful looking vehicle. But it doesn't go to space. I thought you were going to space. You're just going high. You're not in space at Mach 3. It's only 2,100 miles an hour. You got to get to 14,000 escape velocity. Earth's gravitational pull. It's beautiful, though. It is absolutely gorgeous. I could look at that all day long. Maybe it's going down because they figured out, hey, maybe they're not actually going to space. Maybe they're just developing a fast aircraft. I don't know. Virgin Galactic plans to sell more shares after reporting no quarterly revenue. Shares fall. Well, it's another reason. Probably the only reason why shares fell. But yeah, issuing additional shares. Yeah, this is the difference between like a Tesla and a or even a SpaceX. Like Elon Musk isn't going to settle for, yeah, well, you know what, we don't need to go 17,000 miles an hour. We'll just go to Mach 3. That's good enough. That's Elon don't do that. Elon's like, oh, we're not fast enough, make us faster. And do it by next week. I got a meeting. I gotta do an event. So I need something by the event. All right, Tesla changing momentum here just a little bit. See if it starts to pick up speed or not. Let's go back to the actionable list. AMD. They're done with their consolidation already. Holy bejesus. Beautiful. NIO 36 Tesla, Roku up here, Soxel, Huya, Peloton still dead. And it's kind of still dead. 2.7 has bounced back a little bit. Yeah, 80 was my target, Mohammed. It was, and it would have been a great trade if I was not an idiot sometimes. You can't get them all. I can't believe I missed this. This one broke out, I think, while I was on vacation or thinking about going on vacation. That'd have been a great trade. I was gonna go deep on that one. You were on vacation with me, Muhammad? Why'd you sell at 65? No, don't do that. That hurts me. That hurts me. All right, let's measure and move this. This thing is making a move. Yep, going to 100. So it looks like about 90, 97. You're an idiot too, Muhammad? Well, I'm definitely an idiot. I'm not gonna call you an idiot. I'll call me an idiot. I had like three trades on this thing. I was actively in. Same with Tesla. Like I botched like I don't even know how much money this would have been. I don't know, but the Tesla trade was 7 grand. I botched because I chickened out. Target's 150. That's good. Hold on a second. I'll answer your question here. Hmm. Tesla prediction video. I don't know, man. You're seeing how I can't do anything these days. I don't know. I don't know. Gotta be honest. I really don't know. I gotta do it. I gotta do something. But on AMD, is that for real? That's some that's some deep research. Yeah. Yeah, if you did actual like that's actually within the realm of possibility. We did a little bit of research on it the other day in terms of it has like 10x to Tesla. That would put it, you know, basically even if we did it down here, that'd be a $600 stock. So 460 easily in the realm of possibility. The funny thing about the Tesla story, at least to me, is that like and I think this is something different about most other companies generally. I can't think of another more open company than Tesla. Like in reality, what other company? Oh, sorry. What other company? Just yeah, just has all the information just out there. Like Tesla, they tell you pretty much everything all the time, almost as it's happening. Elon answers pretty much every question. Haven't seen too much BS out of Elon, and yeah. No, Andrew, I think he's talking about AMD, a long term. That's got to be a long term target, a 20-year projection. I mean, 460 in 20 years, I think is pretty easy to do. Oh, one thing I was looking at yesterday was a Tesla trade, obviously. Um, because you can buy options out a significant way. You can buy options out to 20. For Tesla, it's September of 2022. So that would be a 2 year and 1 month trade on Tesla, which is pretty amazing. So I was looking at it though, and I was like, dang, you can get some pretty good returns. Yeah, exactly, Rob. He's just making fun of me. That's much appreciated, Rob. Thank you. I was looking at Tesla trade. Remember my target on my chart that Rob was making fun of is the next stop is the $3,500 level. That's the next stop on the chart. And I don't know if this thing's going to wait another year and a half to blast off. So there's 2022. So when I had this thing going starting this range in March of 2022. So keep in mind there was like a September call option. If Tesla really starts kicking it out, and anyway, I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, what if 3,500 is the next stop? And then I'm just looking at options. If this thing gets down towards $1,000, I may have to load up on some of these. I was looking at a 1620 call because actually the whole options there we go. AMD? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, if you trade, but I was thinking about it yesterday too. I'm like, wow, what if I actually traded AMD not like an idiot and actually bought it through the breakout? Um, if I would have took my Tesla into AMD, that would have been a great trade, even better today. Kodak up 15% today. I think this could be a good secondary trade. I'm going to try to keep an eye on this. What are you talking about, Rob? Why did it hold what? AMD or Tesla? Or which one? Oh, YouTube held your comment? I don't know. With the retirement fund you said to put my shares in, I wouldn't be able to access till I'm 60 or something. Reckon it's worth the tax savings because it could help with student debt and stuff. Um, I mean that's a personal decision, Andrew. I don't have any student debt, so obviously I don't have a dog in that fight. Um, but I will say one thing with people, I hate to say it, kids growing up today, is student debt is an issue. So yeah, I can't make that decision for you, Andrew. All I gotta say is that the more time you have to save in a retirement account, the bigger it gets. I don't know how much student debt you've got versus how much earnings potential coming out of school. You obviously do want to pay that off as soon as possible. I'm not a advocator of holding debt for long periods of time. Um, you could split the efforts kind of 50-50 if you wanted to, you know? I mean, if you only got 20, 30,000, that's not too bad. If you got 50, 60,000, that's an issue. If you got over 60,000, that's a real huge issue. And I probably would try to pay that off before I did any retirement savings, but you're gonna have to save like gangbusters because, like I said, that compounding effect is huge with age. Yeah, that's true too, Rob. Yeah, you can pull out what you deposited and then just keep the gains, I guess. Yeah, I never thought about that. I did see that option though. 35K. Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, it's basically a decent car. It's almost a Tesla. So you could pay that off. I mean, another thing you could do too, Andrew, is just work a little bit more while you're in college and get that down to like 20K. I don't know how long until you're 19. So a few years till you're done, you can get that down to like I said, about 20, hopefully under 20,000 by the time you're done. That's manageable. You just have to ask yourself, because again, time's the only thing you can't get back in life. And it's really a thing where you're 19, you've got the energy, you don't have any commitments right now. I'd be working my ass off. Just I'd be working my ass off and just paying stuff, stacking whatever. UAL was looking garbage 2 days ago. He's talking about the principal, Andrew. So the principal that goes into my retirement account is after tax money. So I think of it this way: the government thinks they own pre-tax money. If you put something in pre-tax, they think they own it, so they want to get their cut. If you put after-tax money in, they still consider I owning that because I've already paid taxes on it. So let's say I put $10,000 in a Roth IRA, I could withdraw that 10,000 penalty free. But let's say I had 100,000 off that 10,000, 90,000 would be taxed on. Yeah, well, just do what you can, Andrew. Just get in someplace and just do a good job. Yeah, just do a good job. I mean, yeah, your resume is gonna suck, but go in there with confidence and go out there with a little bit of attitude of hey, I'm gonna be your best guy. Say all the right things and stuff like that, and then deliver. Obviously, I believe in you, Andrew. Hey, you're watching me. You're not just like some idiot out there. This makes you smart. I have a big smile on my face with that one. All right, how's Peloton doing? Down 2%. That's still gap down. That 2%. I have a Peloton position. That cost me about 20% on my option. So hopefully this can bounce back. Options are scary. Kodak Lovago just blasting off. Just blasting off Lovago. Dude, all of our stocks are doing pretty good. I mean, let's look at Kodak. This is not really one of our stocks. Lovago's been on here for a while. That's blasted off from 25 up at 150. That is ridiculous. Wow. AMD, it's one of ours. This one's one of our COVID ones. Doesn't really count. Doesn't really count. Skyworks, Nikola doesn't really count. Huya is one of ours, doing pretty good. Snap, eh. Take two, big reversal today on some earnings. NIO does look like it's getting going. Yeah, it could be a time to buy. I'm not too mad at that. It's kind of in the upswing. I'm not sure if yesterday was actually a pocket pivot. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Yeah, it looks like it was a pocket pivot. So that's good. Roku, one of ours, doing pretty good. Beyond Meat. Eh. Can I get out of the Beyond Meat Roku circle we're stuck in? Soxel, another 1.75%. Micron, Netflix. Yeah, earnings is pretty soon for those guys. Light past the all-time high from our breakout at our symmetrical triangle. HEI looking intriguing right there. No, I don't. That's looking pretty good right there. You got low volume in this whole area. You had a couple of lows. Maybe we're trying to turn a corner here. Um, I don't know, Andrew. That's been a boom and bust stock. Boom and bust stocks are I don't have a method for staying in them. Well, I kind of do, but it's that the method for Beyond Meat is busted at this stage of the game. I don't know. It's a catch 22 with these guys. They have potential. You, I don't know, man. You just got to do some research on them and see if I mean, it's in a good spot though. Earnings are today after market, so that's going to be definitely something to keep an eye on. But I mean, yeah, it's starting to point in the right direction actually. Now that I'm looking at it again, it's starting to point in the right direction. So that's a good thing, and it's kind of in a bit of a lull right now. We'll see. We'll see if it has. I mean, in theory, because beef and everything is getting pretty expensive. Wife was saying chicken was pretty expensive. She went to the store yesterday or the other day, and so I mean, they if they're priced appropriately, they could start to take market share. I haven't actually had one yet, so I don't know. Lavago AMD 568 holding pretty good. Well, they already have it in Burger Kings. They have it in a lot of places. They're in Burger Kings. I know they were trialing for McDonald's for a minute. I don't know what happened with that. Um, they're in all kinds of places. They're in Del Taco, which is a regional Mexican food restaurant in Southwest US. Oh, they don't not there? Yeah, there's probably not enough supply. Student debt depends on interest percentage. I mean, yes and no. These days, interest should be garbage, but you still got to pay off 35 grand. That's still a car payment. Yeah, I would just want to get it done with. I don't like having payments, man. Lavago 10% on today. Holy crap. This is a pie method right here, son. Earnings on 8/6, so they got a couple of days to go. You love McDonald's? I've trained my kid to hate McDonald's. He hates it. He's like, let's get some McDonald's, Dad. I'm like, that's not food. And now he thinks it's not food. So congrats to me. Paying debt is not a golden rule, Ellie. You're 100% correct. It's definitely not a golden rule, but um, I think, you know, yeah, why are you lagging in my video? Speed up. We're not talking about anything important. No, in my opinion, though, I was actually thinking about it last night. I was watching John Oliver talking about evictions. And I was thinking about all those people that just, cut their paychecks to the very last dollar and try to get real estate and try to get all this rental income, which I mean sounds great. Sounds really great until COVID hits and one or two or three of them can't pay their rent on time and you're stuck paying two and three mortgages when you're only making 50, 60, 70,000 a year. It's not feasible. So, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, the math works long term with that perspective if you're only looking at math. But the rest of the time, you've got to, live with all these payments, and then it's just, I don't like it. Like I said, that could just be me, and could just be me, and I just don't like the debt. But like right now, all we have, the only debt my family has is the mortgage on our house. That's it. We don't have a car payment. We don't have any credit cards. We don't have any personal loans. We don't have any, name it. We don't have it. And it's great. It's really fantastic. If I had if I had all that extra, I don't know where I'd be today. All right, AMD, 6%. NIO doing good today. Soxol, Tesla holding its own, backing off a little bit. I don't know. Tesla's not going very far into that 14, 1500 level though. Here's 1380, but we our median's been right around 1500 for Tesla. May have found kind of an equilibrium point. Yeah, and Bitcoin's doing garbage stuff today, so GBTC's down. Big and cheap houses are in the States, really? Like, well, it depends. The States is pretty big, just like Australia, so I guess it depends where you're at. You can buy some, you can buy some pretty nice land in Detroit for cheap as shit right now if you really wanted to. But if you go out to California, ain't quite the same. Yeah, well, California's expensive. Arizona, we have one of the most expensive zip codes, but that's just because there's massive houses out there. All right, Nasdaq up point 0.3, trying to rebound here. Oh, you're so yeah, coastal real estate is always going to be more expensive. Actually, so we discussed a little bit about the Bollinger Bands. We said whichever we start expanding, we're likely to continue. We're going up, so hopefully we're going to continue on this uptrend of the Nasdaq. Middle of all the middle of Australia is desert, so the housing is crammed together, driving up the value of land. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, well, I gotta say, man, is you're 19, get a roommate. Um, like all the cost saving tips you can have, top ramen, do all that stuff. Do all that stuff. Just start stacking. That's what I think the first 10 years of your life as an adult should be, just start stacking cash. Buy land. Yeah, land's a tough one sometimes though. It's really time dependent. My parents-in-law, parents-in-laws, mother-in-law, father-in-law, whatever you want to call them, they bought some land, not about, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 miles out of town. And yeah, this is like in 1980 or 1990, I think they bought this piece of land, and they're trying to sell it for the same price. So land ain't land's not all that. They're like, you may inherit this land because it's right up there, and we're not getting much for it, so you may just get this land. We're like, okay. The problem is it's part of like a communal land buy, so we can't just it's not just a plot of land. I think it's a fifth of like a 20 acre or 40 acre parcel or something like that. But it's not like you own these acres and you own these acres. It's just there's this land and you own a fifth of the chunk of land, but we don't know. So we'd have to like negotiate something on that just to split it up, or I don't know. But the land is worth more together than by itself. It's in a pretty hilly area. It'd be good for some high-ish end homes. We actually went and visited about year and a half ago. It's in a pretty hilly area. So I couldn't really build a house. I guess I could build a house on it if it was there's like one road into it. If I built like right next to that road, I could probably build a house on it, but all right, so NIO is bottoming out just a little bit here. Well, a debt is still a debt, Ellie. I don't think there's much of a difference in student debts versus other debts. A debt is just a debt. You have to pay it off. I'm not saying student debt is bad. I never said student debt is bad. Um, but it's yeah, you just have to pay it off. It's just another anchor around your neck. Really, Ellie? You gonna start thinking about buying then? Oh crap! I gotta go. I just realized we're yeah, I'm cooking some food today, and I gotta go do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, whenever that happens, huh? All right, so the queue's looking good. Our leaders are looking good. What is that about? Hex? When you mean a certain, so when you make enough money, they pay off your debt? That's weird. It's like, hey, you're rich. Let's pay off your debt. Is a scheme, that's always a good thing to start with, is scheme that assists eligible Commonwealth supported students to pay their student debt contribution with a loan. Hex help loans available at all public universities. Hex debt repayment changes. Why more people will be forced to pay off student loans? Okay, well, looks like they're trying to make changes, so make sure you know what the hell you're doing with this thing. Repayment threshold fell by 11%. Anyone earning over 45,000 will have to start repaying their student loans effective immediately. Wait a minute, wait a minute. What is this? So if you make under a certain amount, you won't have to repay it. Does interest still accrue? Yeah, so is this all seems to be about, repaying more if you make more money. Um, yeah, just double check you know what you're doing, my friend. Yeah, just double check that you know what you're doing. That's all. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. AMD looking good. Market looking good. We're at sitting up towards highs again. We hit another new high today, 1092 or 092. And let's come back, Peloton. Let's come back nicely. All right, guys.